How could I have been so stupid? I could punch myself, so cloying, so desperate, when she already had her plan in motion all along, trying to trick me into her way of thinking. Then she came for my friends, and I let her walk all over me. Believing in them doesn't make me naive, thank you very much. And we worked hard to keep in touch, help each other through mistakes and bad times. Why did I ever want to find her? Fuck her. What did I even see with her? So smitten with her fancy heels, power suit, dreamy eyes. No, I should find her, so I can set her straight. Here, go back into one of my memories. I need a moment to calm down. Oh, she's forcing us into the memories now. I flop onto my bed, exhausted by tonight's events. Annalie totally backed me into a corner with all her questions about magic. My mind is reeling. What exactly happened in her past? I need a distraction, so I flip on the TV. Oh, this is where we find out. Channels split by slowly until DCTV 5 News pops up on the screen. It's a special program about former magical girl squads. For decades, communities across the world have owed their peaceful lives to the work of enigmatic magical girls. Today, we'll look back on some exceptional magical predecessors who worked hard to keep the world safe. Petal Princesses, Fruit Fatale, and solo star Sweetie Honey. We never learned about Sweetie Honey. We might get to learn today. Fruit Fatale, that's Annalie's group. The program drones about Petal Princesses, a trio of floral magical girls with purifying powers. A climate-conscious group from the 60s is pretty rad. I grab a half-eaten box of crackers to snack on while the program continues. Next up, Fruit Fatale, a bold, colorful group active in the late 70s. The one I've been waiting for. I lean in toward the TV. So wait, is a new magical girl group born like every 10 years? Stay tuned to learn more about the group's tragic end. Alistair's curled up in a ball in my lap. I knew about the group generally, but not much specifics. Fruit Fatale was led by Strawberry Sayori, a pink-themed magical girl with the ability to float. And Avocado Anna has her keychain. She was backed up by 3 other fruit-themed girls. Muscat Marina boasted ability-enhancing capabilities. According to the program, she paired well with another member named Banana Brie. The 4th member, Avocado Anna, can absorb magical power from the enemy. Oh. That's Annalie, her power. Fruit Fatale were on their way to becoming the best and brightest stars of the 70s. That is, until one fated day. Alistair's ears prick upwards. A picture of Strawberry Sayori is shown, shifting from full color to grayscale. December 31st, 1979. Strawberry Sayori tragically lost her life after an accidental fall. Fruit Fatale was immediately disbanded, and the remaining 3 members have not been spotted in public since. The program continues on, speculating on potential causes of Sayori's accident. Why couldn't she stop her fall with her floating ability? Was she mid-battle with a terrible enemy? Oh no, did Avocado Anna accidentally drain her powers? Is that what happened? There's a queasiness that grows in my stomach as the reporter muses on the dangers of magical girlhood. That's when I get a call from KJ. They say the Sentinels want to meet as soon as possible. They also warn me to stop using the makeup from the sentimentality line. The makeup, it sends a sickening chill up my spine. I tell them I'll call a meeting soon. I want to figure out what's happening with magic, I do. But now that I know what happened to Sayori, Annalie is all I can think about. I've calmed down. 10 years and no one has been able to get under my skin quite like Annalie can, even when she's not in front of me. The Sentinels were doing their darndest to pull the right threads. When we met, they expressed interest in breaking into Annalie's office. They saw my hesitation, but Les assured me they just wanted more info on the makeup. I told them I could guarantee Annalie wouldn't be at her office. I wanted to be helpful, and I wanted to talk to Annalie about Sayori, the pain she was holding on to. Alright, I'm going to take a break here because it is almost 11, and when I come back, we might be able to finish this. It looks like it's going to be only like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Assuming it doesn't go beyond like January 1st. But I'm going to take a little break real quick, and I will be right back, okay? I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh, yeah, it does that thing, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, okay. I got it fixed. I don't know how to get rid of this number here. I'm just assuming it stays forever. But the cold night air sends a shiver down my spine as I wait for Annalie to arrive. I bounce up and down in a feeble attempt to keep warm. Ever since our last meeting, I've noticed that she's been very secretive. No more cafe dates. Annalie's always been cagey about being seen out and about, but I can't help feeling on edge. Especially since Starlight. Ah! Apologies, I didn't mean to frighten you. Despite the clackety heels, she's pretty good at sneaking up on people. No, it's my bad. I was totally spaced out. Not good. A young lady of your caliber should be aware of her surroundings at this time of night. I have to stop myself from rolling my eyes and going, okay, Mom. I'm fine, just kinda chilly. Couldn't we have met up indoors at least? I prefer private places for these conversations. And I didn't think you'd be too keen on breaking into the school again. Touche. But I admit, I regret dragging you out into this cold. It's not becoming of me, especially given our last conversation. Yeah, about that. I was confused. I had never thought about the point you brought up, actually. It felt crazy to consider a possibility where our magic could turn against us. I completely understand that. Really, I should have given you the time to process. I'm not exactly generous when it comes to waiting for others to catch up. Business minding, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's a trait you pick up when you're the boss lady. I value punctuality, but I don't want to be cruel. But that's besides the point. I beckon for Anna to sit with me on a nearby bench, but she shakes her head. Starlight, let's talk. I regret what I said the other night, but just the delivery of it. The core of what I'm trying to tell you is still there. At the end of the day, it's my fault. It's okay. It's just a little disagreement between us. It's not so serious, and I still value what we have together. No, it is serious. I think we should stop meeting like this, permanently. What? But why? My head completely blanks. I don't understand. I thought we were on the right track. What did I do wrong? Annalie scoffs. You're quiet. God, you're probably standing there thinking, what did I do wrong? Which would be ridiculous of you because you didn't do anything. I still can't say it even now. Something tugs at the back of my mind. Something that Annalie desperately wants to tell me, that she feels like she can't tell anyone. I think I already know what it is. It's okay. I know everything. You what? Annalie takes several steps back, looking shocked. I try to close the distance. The truth is, I've been curious about you, but you tell me so little. And you already know so much about me, so I thought I'd get to know more about you and Fruit Fatale in general. I saw his TV special of Fruit Fatale, so I went to the library and looked through some old newspaper clippings and magazines. There's computers there, too. And the librarian helped me look up some web articles. All this to say, well, what happened with her fall? Broaching this subject was even harder than I thought. I stammer a little before Annalie cuts me off. Was that it? You did a little research and you think you know everything that happened? I know that she's gone. And here and there, there's speculation about you, that you caused Sayori's fall by absorbing her floatability. There is. I'm leveled with the iciest gaze Annalie's ever given me. What do you think? So it's either a you didn't do it at all, or there must have been a reason. I don't believe that she did it intentionally. I don't suspect you of anything. In fact, I know you couldn't hurt anybody like that. Not even by accident? I can't say for sure. Accidents happen, yes, but you're more careful and meticulous than anyone I've ever known. She grimaces. Don't you think there's a reason for that? I'm doing my best to give Annalie an out, but I can tell it's a futile effort. She won't back down either. I'm tired of you letting you tell me what to think about magic and about you. You've talked about how you respect me and the work that I've done. I was talking about your work at the store. This matter is entirely different. And I can handle myself. I'm a survivor of the magical girl life just like you. I've had to make hard choices with bad consequences, so please don't act like I'll shatter to pieces if I learn the truth. God, you're so naive. I can't stand it. Then punish me for it. I won't leave you alone until you do. Fine. I'll tell you a story then. Specifically, the story of Avocado Anna of Fruit Fatale. She was pathetically weak at the first. So she didn't think there was anything special to her at all. Is that new music? I don't think this song played in the other chapters. Not until another magical girl, Strawberry Sayori, taught her the ropes. She told Anna there was something extraordinary about her, that she could help save people. When confronted by her enemies, Anna could drain them of their energy. That power was stored back into her, which she could then disperse into whatever vessels she liked. After every narrow victory, she got stronger. Little by little, she developed the potency of her magic, like honing a blade. One day she realized, if she really tried, she could even bring regular humans to their knees. I try hard not to think about recent events, the loss of our magical power and the non-magical people around us. Avocado Anna's powers had improved significantly, but she was too cowardly to ever use them to their fullest extent. And comparatively, her progress was nothing next to Sayori's. Sayori was Fruit Fatale's guiding light. She was first to receive magical powers and the strongest by far. She knew everything there was to being a magical girl, because it was what she had always dreamed of becoming. And like the rest of the group, her powers had enhanced, although it's more accurate to say they evolved. Evolved? I've never heard of something like that. Sayori began to develop powers just beyond the simple ability to float. Magic she didn't want or ask for. Anna would be surprised with a new out-of-control ability from Sayori every week, and soon it was every day. She would accidentally break open doors or set random things ablaze. It was more than just stress. The toll of being so unpredictable, so powerful, tore Sayori apart. I started to feel a little sick. This story can't be real, can it? You're looking a little pale, Starlight. But now that you've started this, you need to hear me out till the end. The other members of the group, Bree and Marina, got scared. They wondered, what if Sayori really lost control? What if the same thing happens to the rest of the Fruit Fatale members? They called for a group intervention at their usual meeting place, the dessert cafe they would frequent after school. Annalie's hands ball up into fists, tightly shaking. Bree insisted it must be the work of some evil villain they were unaware of, that such monstrous powers couldn't possibly come from Sayori. Marina just cowered. She startled every time Sayori accidentally broke something, and had begun to avoid her at school. They talked about it for hours, trying to come up with a possible solution, until somehow, somewhere along the line, fingers were pointed. Couldn't someone have been more observant about what was going on and stop this? Who introduced them to magic in the first place? Isn't there someone to blame? The whole time they argued, Sayori could never meet their eyes, but she kept that small, nervous smile on her face, no matter how much they questioned her. And at the end of the day, there was nothing to intervene with. None of them could reason with a force they didn't understand. All it did was contribute to the pressure Sayori was feeling to fix what was breaking inside of her. Eventually, with seemingly no warning, all the glassware in the cafe shattered. Bree sustained cuts to her hands that would ultimately be minor, but there was blood all over the table. Marina was terrified and fled from the scene. And you? What happened to Anna? I didn't do anything. There was nothing I could do or say to fix the damage that had been done, so Sayori walked home by herself that day. And that night, after working hours, there was a large eruption inside the cafe. The interior of the building was engulfed in a blast of flames and completely collapsed after several minutes. But how? There's no way. That cafe was their haven, one of the few places that they felt safe in, a home for dreams and hopes for the future. Hold on, I just can't believe, I would have heard about it. A magical girl destroying something like that? The general public chalked it up to a gas leak. After all, there were no identifying ties to magical activity. But the other Fruit Fatale members knew the truth. Next morning, they confronted Sayori again at the rooftop of Ruby Prep, and that's when, from the outside, she must have looked like an angel floating in the air, surrounded by blinding light. But in truth, we knew she was in agony. She was so upset, calling herself all sorts of things, completely engulfed in all types of magical power. I never saw her as a monster, but that's what she kept saying. And no matter how much I called out to her, it's like she couldn't hear me. Everyone was scared. We all thought we were going to die there, but I just wanted it all to stop, to end, so I couldn't even look at her face before. Lee comes to a halt, unable to continue any further. I could no longer meet her eyes, and I can't stop trembling. All I could hear is the gentle lapping of water onto the shore, and the wind blowing through the trees. I've never told anyone, about any of this. And looking at your expression, I'm glad I haven't until now. You look terrified. Annalie's voice cracks a little at the end. I want desperately to prove her wrong, that I'm not scared, and that I understand her side of the story, but I'm frozen in place. Magic isn't all that it's chalked up to be, isn't it? Huh? I think you should go home now, Starlight. It's not safe for you out here. You're scared to death in a deserted park in the middle of the night with someone like me. That's not true. Is that so? Annalie picks up her briefcase from the ground and dusts it off casually. Her expression is stony. I suppose I'll be the one to go then. This will be our last meeting like this. Do not reach out to me again. She's gone. I always freeze up during the most important moments, but I feel extra horrible missing my chance with Emily. My gut tells me she was telling me the truth of what happened, her truth. But I have too many unanswered questions. If it were me, what would I have done? What if it was one of the sentinels up there? I look up towards the moonlit pond. Is there anything else I could do for her? I spent years thinking about what I should have said in that moment. How I could have unfrozen myself. But that's the benefit of hindsight, reflection, getting older. I wasn't ready then to say what I need to say now. But I may never have the chance. She's gone. What's that? My phone is ringing? I pick up. Hi, hello? Miranda, squeeze in next to me. Liz, you can put us on speaker. I'm here. Is she conferenced in yet? She should be. How do I do speaker? Look at your phone, bottom left corner. Hit the button. Hi, Kiko. Can you hear us? What? What's going on? An intervention, dummy. It's a group call. We all wanted to talk to you. Oh, why? What's going on? Well, when you got coffee with Miranda and I the other day, you were a little totally out of it. And when you came by the Golden Glove, I could tell your mind was in the past. I mean, that happens, right? Just some ordinary, not magically induced 30-something's nostalgia. We all know you're still hung up on Annalie. Aura? So tactful. I mean, it's totally natural. It's New Year's Eve, 10 years ago today. So let's get to it, Akiko. You need to find Annalie and tell her off. That's not what we agreed to say. Akiko, we want to help you find her. And maybe see if she's got any other evil schemes going. Or maybe she's changed. I bet she's gotten even more beautiful. You're all so sweet. I've been thinking a lot about trying to find her, but I have no idea where to start. I tried looking on the Facebook. Wait, Facebook's allowed to be said here? It's just Facebook now. But she's not on there. I don't think she wants to advertise where she's been. Oh, princess, you still haven't gotten any better with the internet, have you? I'm fine with the internet. It's just not fine with me. I have a little treat for you. Check your texts. Are you serious? Is this for real? It seems so. I trust KJ sleuthing. It's worth a shot, isn't it? You should go. If only to tell her I'm still mad at how she used me. So, they still had their final battle at the end, huh? And then she bailed? Do you want to take my camera? They're so small these days. You can go undercover. Honey, I think she wants to go as herself. Honey! Honey! Miranda and Les are together? I mean, we all kind of figured that was going to happen, right? To talk it out with Annalie? Alright, but you can take my camera and I can give you an earpiece and I think we should let them have privacy. Well, that's no fun. I'm with Liz. You better tell us what happens. We don't even know she's there. I mean, why would she be there of all places? Are you doubting KJ's master hacking abilities? She'll be there. Y'all, you don't know how much this means to me. Only a few hours until the place closes for New Year's Eve. You should hit the road. Good luck. Don't hold back. Be safe. And we're here for you no matter what happens. My sentinels always having my back even after all these years. I love them so much. This address, of course it is. It was under my nose this whole time. Well, I have a bit of a drive ahead of me, but to understand everything you need to see what really happened on that final day. December 31st, 1999.